Good morning. Welcome to our flag raising for Pride 2024. Y'all glad to be here? It's an exciting day in our city. We're going to start our program with our chair of the City Council, Deborah Fick Sanders. Please welcome her.
Good morning. Oh, wow, this is truly a wonderfully bright day and an awesome day. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm so happy to be here. So I am honored to stand here as the chair on behalf of the St. Petersburg City Council as we raise the pride flag. Acknowledging our lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer Pride Month. What's so special about this wonderful place that we call St. Petersburg is that the impact of the LGBTQ community on our history, nationally, internationally, and right here at home is undeniable. So while some may choose not to illuminate the Skyway Bridge and tried not to have the wrap on our buses, there will still be enough light, laughter, and love at our festivals, our parade, our family day, and other month-long celebrations to light up the sky. As we enjoy each other and embrace our uniqueness, let us continue to call the names and remember those whose lives were lost simply for loving and living freely. Those who will always be cherished in our hearts. So please join me in encouraging the greater acceptance and support for all. As refreshing and as beautiful as a rainbow, the pride that we have here all year long is strong. Because yes, we are St. Pete. And now it gives me pleasure to introduce our representative, Lindsay Cross, yes. District 60.
Thank you, Chairwoman. Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day. I am State Representative Lindsay Cross, and today I stand proudly amongst you as the City of St. Petersburg celebrates the beginning of Pride Month. Together, by raising the pride flag at City Hall, our city boldly and unapologetically acts on its commitment to inclusivity, the celebration of diversity, and the simple but profound idea that people should have the freedom to love who they love. This is in stark contrast to the attempts at the state level to stifle our celebrations and to dim the light of beautiful members of our community. Earlier this year, there was a bill introduced in Tallahassee that would have banned today's celebration. As a member of its first committee stop, not only did I vote no on that bill, but my questioning of the bill sponsors and their attempts to justify how gender is political by referencing the same dictionaries that are being banned in our public schools, well, that made headlines. I was not trying to make headlines. I was merely pointing out the hypocrisy in standing alongside members of our community who are disgusted by yet another anti-LGBTQIA+ attack and an attempt at government overreach. Gratefully, due to the loud and proud voices that oppose the bill, it did not pass. So this year, as we stand under this pride flag, we celebrate this small but important victory because we should not live in fear of repercussions from safe self-expression. Bills like the flag ban, the Don't Say LGBTQ+ expansion bill, the anti-trans bathroom bill, the gender-affirming care ban are meant to divide us and turn us against each other. But that is not who we are in St. Pete. We are St. Pete means that we welcome and celebrate the inherent worthiness of all who live and visit our great city. Because love, understanding, and the values that make our community special shine brighter than the hate. St. Pete Pride is the largest pride celebration in Florida, and each of you here today has played a role in that. Each of you here should be proud of the city that we have created. We are St. Pete, and we are fabulous. This month, I look forward to walking with you all in the Pride Parade, joining everyone at St. Pete Pride events, and most importantly, continuing to celebrate Pride each and every day of the year. Now it's my absolute honor to introduce our Congresswoman, Kathy Castor. Not only is she a fierce advocate for the LGBTQ+ community, but she can rock a rainbow sequin dress like no other. Representative Kathy Castor.
Well, good morning, St. Pete. I am so proud to be Tampa Bay's Congresswoman, but I'm especially proud to stand with Mayor Welch, the St. Petersburg City Council, Representative Lindsey Cross, Representative Michelle Rayner, and all of you, and especially everyone who has worked for St. Pete Pride to put this fantastic flag raising together. This marks the beginning of a celebration for equal rights for all across St. Petersburg, and I hope it shines like a beacon to the rest of this state, to the rest of the country, that we are St. Pete. And Lindsay, you're right, we are fabulous here because we respect each other, we love each other. This is a community committed to love and kindness, who believes that people should be able to love who they love and marry who they love. And I know it's not easy sometimes because there are people that want to continue to discriminate against others. Boy, at the highest levels of Florida state government, it is so difficult to hear some of the meanness that comes out, some of the laws they attempt to pass. But my message to you is to continue to be hopeful. We have seen extraordinary progress. Just for example, in the time that I've been in Congress, when I arrived in Congress, it was illegal to marry who you love. Same-sex marriage was not the law of the land. But in 2013, in United States versus Windsor, the United States Supreme Court recognized federally that same-sex marriage was legal. Followed by 2015, the historic decision of Obergefell versus Hodges that established the fundamental right of same-sex couples to marry under the Due Process and Equal Protection Clause of our federal Constitution. And let me tell you, I was there that day on the steps of the United States Supreme Court, and it was a celebration. There were choirs singing, there were horns beeping. There wasn't a protester around because we knew that this was an important step in the evolution of civil rights and equal rights across America. And you can be proud that you live in a city that was years ahead in adopting a human rights ordinance. The St. Petersburg Human Rights Ordinance was adopted in 2002, followed by action by Pinellas County in 2008. Those human rights ordinances outlaw discrimination in public accommodations, in housing, and in education. But this is unique, actually, in the state of Florida. The state of Florida does not have an equal rights law like this. The United States of America, despite our attempts to pass the Equality Act, which we have passed in the House of Representatives, is not the law of the land yet, and you have my commitment that we are going to pass the Equality Act when we're back in charge of the Congress. And that will follow on the historic action that the Congress took in 2022 when we signed into law the Respect for Marriage Act that recognizes and protects same-sex marriage and interracial marriage under federal law, passed by Congress, signed by President Joe Biden. So, Mayor, this is an exciting celebration. I couldn't be more proud of what Mayor Ken Welch is doing to continue the commitment to equal rights for all, anti-discrimination. He is an incredible leader who we can all be proud of. He believes in bringing people together and making progress for everyone. So please, I want to hear a huge, huge roar of support for our mayor. We are St. Pete under Mayor Ken Welch.
Thank you, Representative Castor. St. Pete, how are we doing this morning? I want to thank everyone for coming out today. And it has been said that it's been a challenging year since we last raised the flag for Pride Month, but we have persevered, and we stand together today to celebrate our progress, our principles, and who we are as a community. Now, we've won some significant battles over the past year, and the fact that we are here raising the Pride flag to kick off Pride Month is a victory, not just for the LGBTQ plus community, but for our entire city. To those who haven't heard, we are St. Pete. And here in St. Pete, we are proud to raise this flag because it symbolizes what our city stands for: inclusivity and equality for everyone. When we say we are St. Pete, we mean everyone, regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, or expression. Our diversity is our strength, and together we make St. Pete the vibrant and uplifting community that it is. So today I'm honored to stand with you all to raise the Pride flag in support of our LGBTQ brothers and sisters, friends, neighbors, family members. As Martin Luther King Jr. said so profoundly, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. His words remind us that the fight for true equality and equity is far from over. But we are committed to standing with you on this journey, and we will continue to champion true inclusion here in St. Petersburg. And now I am honored to read a proclamation declaring June 2024 as Pride Month here in the city of St. Petersburg. And it reads, whereas the city of St. Petersburg has a diverse lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning community, and is committed to supporting intentional equity for all people throughout our city. And whereas many of the residents, students, city employees, and business owners within the city of St. Petersburg who contribute to the enrichment of our city are a part of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning community. And whereas it is our vision that St. Petersburg will be a diverse, vibrant city guided by principled progress and intentional inclusivity, where innovation, partnerships, and ingenuity create opportunities for all. And whereas this year we celebrate the 22nd anniversary of St. Pete Pride, Florida's largest pride parade and festival, and recognize the substantial economic impact that an event of this size has had on St. Petersburg and Pinellas County. And whereas we partner with our neighboring cities and cities across the United States to recognize and celebrate June as LGBTQ plus Pride Month. Now therefore, I, Kenneth T. Welch, Mayor of the City of St. Petersburg, Florida, do hereby proclaim the month of June 2024 as LGBTQ Pride Month in St. Petersburg. And invite everyone to reflect on ways we can all live and work together with a commitment to mutual respect and understanding, and further recognize Pride Month by flying the rainbow flag at City Hall during the month of June. Thank you all for being here, and it's now my pleasure to introduce the Executive Director of St. Pete Pride, Nicole Berman. Let's show her some love.
Good morning. This is my favorite day of the year, but also looking out at all you beautiful people. Ooh, you're making me nervous. Thank you, Mayor Welch, City Council members, Florida legislators, and the City of St. Petersburg for your continued support and unwavering dedication to the LGBTQIA+ community. I'd like to extend my deepest appreciation to St. Pete Pride's partners, board of directors, and our army of volunteers who make Pride not just a celebration, but a beacon of hope and resilience. I'd like to take a minute to welcome and recognize some very important folks without whom Pride in St. Pete would look very different. And while I cannot name everyone individually, we'd be here longer than the Pride Parade, I would like to point out our board of directors. Can you all wave and say hi? Our newly crowned 2024 St. Pete Pride Court, Kyla Nicole Santi, Amari Lavish, Justine Bean Knight, and Vivian Rachel Clark. And our 2024 Grand Marshals, Jane Haskell, Representative Michelle Rayner, and Dina Cass. Thank you for your commitment to the LGBTQIA+ community in and around St. Pete. We are endlessly grateful for your time, energy, and selflessness. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize a few others who make Pride possible, specifically board members Clifford Hobbs, Amani Love, and Dr. Byron Green-Kalish, past LGBTQ City Liaison Jim Nixon, J. Carl Devine, and our friends at Watermark and in the Grand Central District. Each year, we work closely with members of the community to plan Pride. So thank you to Tamara Lee, Yummy, Antonio Miles, Slam Anderson, Caden Small, Ashanti Coleman, Demario Jives, Nathan Broomer, David Dooling, Esther Haley, Beth Driano, Trans Network, Tigliff, the Fifth Lane Project, and Camp Out. Your dedication to the LGBTQIA+ community inspires me every day. And to our title event sponsors, Can Community Health, Tampa General Hospital, Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa, Love the Golden Rule, Metro Inclusive Health, Salon Centrics, Poor Decisions Group, the Arner Group, U.S. Bank Private Wealth, and all of our event sponsors. Your generosity ensures St. Pete Pride's legacy of inclusivity lives on in the face of social pressures, and it is a testament to your support of our community, and its importance cannot be overstated. As we march into Pride Month, we are often asked, why is Pride important? Reflecting on the past year, and even down to this past week, I am reminded of the challenges our LGBTQIA+ community has faced. We've weathered unprecedented attacks intended to silence our voices and erase our presence, targeting those in our community who are already the most at risk. We've watched as our trans siblings bear the brunt of discriminatory legislation aimed at erasing their very right to exist, debated on a national political stage. We've heard the stories surrounding the lack of resources and safe spaces for queer youth, and we've witnessed the devastating results. Yet in the midst of some of the most publicly harmful times our community has experienced, we still find ways to thrive, share experiences, connect, and to celebrate the beauty, love, and resilience of the LGBTQIA+ community. Pride is more than just a parade. It's Black and brown trans women continuing to lead the fight for our rights in Tallahassee and across the nation. It's ensuring the most vulnerable members of our community have access to safe, affordable housing, healthcare, education, economic opportunities, and social spaces. It's showing up to support your coworkers, neighbors, friends, and family. When you attend St. Pete Pride, you are not only remembering our history and celebrating our community, you are making a statement that we are in this together. That we stand in solidarity with our Black, brown, Indigenous, and trans siblings. That Pride, especially in St. Pete, is a visible reminder that we are all welcome here. When we talk about Pride, essentially we are talking about a set of morals and values that we hold to be true. That freedom, opportunity, and safety for all includes every one of us. There is no situation in which any person should find themselves not deserving of these basic human rights. There is no situation in which any person should have to defend their existence or explain why they deserve to be treated with respect. Until this is the norm, until every person is free, safe, and has equal access to opportunities, there will be pride. In the face of adversity, we find strength in unity. The commitment of the City of St. Petersburg to inclusivity and our Pride celebration is a testament to our shared values. Together, we stand as a powerful force of equality and acceptance. Pride is more than just a festival. It is a lifeline for so many in our community. I remember my first Pride, the feeling of belonging, of being seen and accepted for who I truly am. And this is echoed in the stories shared by St. Pete Pride attendees, and is an experience we strive to provide for every LGBTQIA+ person in our community, not just in June, but every day of the year. And this is something we cannot and do not accomplish alone. Without the unwavering support and dedication of the city, St. Pete Pride's Board of Directors, committed volunteers, community partners, and our sponsors, St. Pete Pride would not only be radically altered, but so too would the remarkable and inclusive community in and around St. Petersburg, which consistently fosters opportunities for the LGBTQIA+ community to thrive throughout the year. We owe a debt of gratitude to those who have come before us, to our trans and drag communities who have been at the forefront of our movement since its inception. We celebrate their joy, their resilience, and their invaluable contributions to our community. Yet as we celebrate, we must also recognize the ongoing fight for equality, loudly advocating and amplifying the message that trans rights are human rights. Black lives matter. That LGBTQIA+ individuals deserve the right to live authentically without fear of discrimination or violence. Despite the challenges we face, our community remains a vibrant tapestry of joy and strength. We are a reminder that love knows no bounds and that we are all worthy of a long life lived authentically. To that end, we cannot win without each other. We need you to show up and show the world that being queer in Florida is celebrated. That no matter what legislators or public figures are telling us, that we are welcome here. That we are not just accepted, but celebrated, our presence not just welcome, but necessary. As we start St. Pete Pride's 22nd season, we are calling on you, our LGBTQIA+ family and allies, to join us in showing up and standing up for liberation, celebration, representation, and resistance. To respectfully honor and quote Lady Phil Apaku, CEO and co-founder of UK Black Pride. What often gets lost on the battlefield of daily life is the attendant joy of and in Black lives. A large part of our push for substantive representation is to make clear and show more truly that Black lives are not only about struggle and survival. We struggle and fight for our joy, an unreserved and unapologetic joy that springs from our ability to live as we are. It is a joy worth fighting for, and it's this joy that links all of our struggles together. From gay marriage to the long overdue justice and protection of our Black trans siblings, we share in our insidious pursuit of joy. It's a joy we all deserve, and one we'll fight tooth and nail for. As we embark on another Pride season, let us join together as a beacon of hope and resilience. Let us stand together in support and recognition of Black trans joy, the right for all our trans siblings to live long, happy, and healthy lives, and as a reminder that while the fight is far from over, we are here to bear witness to the remarkable beauty and the unbreakable spirit of the LGBTQIA+ community. Thank you.
One more time for Nicole. All right, so I need to hear this one time. Can you say, "We are St. Pete"? We are St. Pete. Say it so they can hear you in Tallahassee. We are St. Pete. We are St. Pete. All right, y'all ready to raise the flag? Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Pride. There we are.
Awesome.